sports. It's in the game.
We are just inside the Beltway, about 10 miles east of the Capitol Dome as we come to you from FedEx Field here in Landover. Tonight we start Week 5 with a primetime matchup, as it'll be the Chicago Bears taking on the Washington Commanders. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. Velus Jones now from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Here we go, son. Go straight. Right.
A man who led the league in yards per carry last year, it's Khalil Herbert. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Moore, the man in motion. On 1st down, right back to Herbert. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. You talk about this Washington defense. And they find themselves just outside the top 10 in the league against the pass, currently bringing up the number 11 spot.
So I'm prepping for this game. I kept asking myself the question, what's keeping this group from being top 10 in the league against the pass?
And
too many mistakes, especially little mistakes. And those add up into big mistakes. Big mistakes add up into points against you.
A gain there of 12 yards and a 1st down for the Bears. Moore, the motion man right. On 1st and 10, it's Herbert. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Moore, the man in motion. Here's Fields now on 2nd down. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. He's going to look deep for Moore. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. DJ Moore.
I really threw it to the wrong nigga, I ain't gonna lie to you.
Tonight's first points on the board as they take the early lead. With these Thursday night games, sometimes you get those quick turnarounds. You wonder how a team's going to start. They started really well.
Everyone's always wondering, going into a Thursday night game, who has their legs, who has the overall health of a team. But mentally, if you get that early edge, the other team might think to itself, it's been a short week, we're not really ready to go. You might run them into the ground that way. That's why getting that early score means a lot.
Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. Now 1st and 10 here for Hal and the Commanders at their own 28-yard line. Gets this out quickly to Dotson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 1st down, Hal to throw. This pass complete. He finds Jeremy Rucker. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 15 yards the pickup. 1st down, Washington. the second-year man from Alabama. It's Brian Robinson. And he is going to lose yardage here. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Throwing here, Howell. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
I think that's how this defense is going to need to play these tight ends. Again, get right up on them and stay physical. And that paid off on that play, helping force that incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Howell throwing on 3rd down here. This ball nearly intercepted. A once-in-a-season chance for the big fella, but he couldn't corral it. 4th down straight ahead. So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. Now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Field goal unit and Joey Sly now. This will approach NFL record territory. It's a 62-yard attempt. And now this ball picked up in the end zone. Remember, this is a live ball. He's past the 30. And he will be taken down up near midfield. So a clever idea to send a return man back there, and it nearly paid off. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend, but you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
On 2nd down, here's Fields. Flushed out, and a big loss here as he's taken down. It was Melvin Ingram that time who shot in to bring him down. So now following the sack, Fields and the Bears looking at 3rd down and long. In motion left, Claypool. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
And that is how you respond after taking one on the chin to begin this game. Give up a first drive touchdown, go back out on defense, and completely shut them down to force a 3-and-out.
They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Now it's Martin. 7 yards on the return after a punt of 39. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they were in field goal range last time out but couldn't connect.
And it's early in the game, so I don't think that the confidence just goes entirely out of, running your kicker back out there. But let's face it, some coaches have a little bit less patience for that than others. Let's see if they call the game differently now in terms of what they do on drives and not try and settle for field goals. A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
Throw right side complete to Dotson. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that, because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Back to throw, Howell. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Second down and a run by Robinson. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. His sixth rushing touchdown on the year, number 8 overall. And the Commanders are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
You get in a second and long situation down here in the red zone. I'd say most defensive coaches would think pass. Let's bring some pressure. So this is kind of a tendency breaker here to hit him with something on the ground, and he'll take it all the way into the end zone.
The extra point by Sly is up and good, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shot. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. How did he stay on his feet? He's on his way. Touchdown, Chicago. Khalil Herbert, his second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bears have taken the lead. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. Santos with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone.
Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. Their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because, you know,
2 yards to go, second down. A give left side to Robinson. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Al now to throw it. Throws to his man on the out route. It's complete. That's Robinson. And he showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. 62 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run blocking abilities. And we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash too.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Complete, it's Dodson. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
Every now and then I can speak from experience because I do know, as a defender, it is awfully hard to stay with your man on these crossing routes because even if you don't get picked, there's a danger of being picked either by one of their receivers or maybe by your own defender. And on that play, that went quite well.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Howell going to audible to something else. 2nd and 2. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And the Commanders are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw it, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Here's Howell. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. A line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. Here's Gibson on the read option. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Antonio Gibson, his first touchdown on the year. And the Commanders are an extra point away from drawing level. The extra point by Sly is up and good, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Oh, the return is Jones from the end zone. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
At their own 14-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. And he's going to get this on down to the 13-yard line.
Fields pass. Intercepted. The Commanders take over 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Hand off to Robinson out of the shotgun. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Robinson looking for a signal, but none forthcoming. They stopped him shy of the goal line. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Here's Howell to throw on 2nd down. He's got it. Touchdown, Commanders. Curtis Samuel from a yard out. And Washington has taken the lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. It's a foot race. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Bears. It's been a back-and-forth game, a lot of points on the board, and that return right there kind of indicative of how this thing's gone.
Yeah, you've seen both teams go at it, and as you just pointed out, both of them have found the end zone. But just like in boxing, you know the blow that hurts the most? The one you didn't see coming, and that often is the case when it comes in special teams.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Then confident.
There he goes, left side. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Back to Robinson now on first down. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. And now an audible here into something else. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Powell. Flush to his right. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. The former third-round pick, Justin Jones, bringing the lumber that time. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. Coming up at the half, a reminder we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Oh, the return is Jones from the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Fields changing the play. Now Fields. Open man, this is Lewis. There's a nice move. Now he's loose down the left sideline. Touchdown, Chicago. Mercedes Lewis, 57 yards. And the Bears will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. Now after the touchdown here, Santos to kick this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned they're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. On third down, Robinson. And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
The score, Bears 28, Commanders 24.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the 3rd quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point, and now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the 3rd quarter.
2nd and 10. Robinson, he'll try the left side. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
That was a good run, and it got to the 2nd level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
The drive stays alive, a 3rd down gain of 8. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And Howe will throw it. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Now Howe escaping the pressure right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing to no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
At this point in the second half, one mistake on a forced throw could doom your chances of a comeback. So that's the right call there to just throw that one away.
Howell tried to pick it up on 3rd. And that is incomplete.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the 3rd quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it, and that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
Now the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. Going for it on 4th. Here's Howell. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. From the 50, here's Fields. That is caught by Herbert. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
They'll bring the tight end in motion right here. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Well, so much for that possession.
Yeah, I think he tried to do a little too much there, partner. He tried to keep it himself. Ended up getting buried in the backfield, and that brings up 4th down.
That's leaking to the right, and he missed it by a foot or 2. It's no good, and this will stay a 4-point game.
Well, Brandon, anything beyond 50, you start rolling the dice a bit. And once you get up around 57, 58 yards, the chances of making it go down dramatically. And sure enough, This one winds up no good.
And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry up.
Well, Hal's going to mix it up here.
It's now 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And this is taken in at the 5. Touchdown! Terry McLaurin, 48 yards. And the Commanders have retaken a third-quarter lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good, and that gives them a 3-point lead. Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their head. And that's caught inside the 35. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. They'll send a receiver in motion left. Play action. It's Fields. He'll buy some. And a big loss here as he's taken down. And this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. He'll fire deep looking for more. And this one incomplete. Oh, he couldn't hang on to it in the end zone. And that's one that'll haunt you. And now it brings up 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Fields now to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance.
Well, I don't know if you ever go into a game expecting to attempt a kick of 62 yards. Charles, not only attempt it, but make it one of the longest kicks that we've ever seen.
Yeah, I'm not sure you ever go into a game expecting to kick one of this distance, but all the better kickers, they do dream of it, and they show what they can do in practice and convince their coaches to give them a chance. That one surely paid off.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they'll begin by running the option.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Hal's throw taken in by Rucker.
Short completion, just 4 yards. 3rd and 7 now. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
Howell from the gun.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big 3rd down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt, and the Bears take over. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. 15 more yards there, and quickly another first down.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Moore, the man in motion. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10.
In motion right, that's Claypool. Now a first down throw, Fields.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
Moore, the man in motion.
Fields throwing again.
And his throw here is incomplete.
Darnell Mooney, the target there.
And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Throwing on 3rd down, Fields.
And this is caught. He hits Moore.
And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 24-yard line.
Right about 20 yards on the pickup. And officially, they'll say it's going to go for 19.
A give left side here for Herbert.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Fields going to change things up here. Second down, they go back to Herbert. And once again, the Commander defense stout against the run game. They drop him for a 2nd straight play.
Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down.
Here's Fields. That is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Chase Claypool.
32 yards.
And the Bears have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the 4th.
Now the point after try for Santos. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag. Boy, tight game like this, 4th quarter, personal foul penalties, a no-no.
Yeah, we know the emotions are running high. The tensions are the same. Who can control them best could ultimately win it.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone.
And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
Throwing here, Howell. That to the sideline, and it's intercepted. Tyreek Stevenson picks it off.
And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.